Hey, this is Wookie from Mandala Studios. Welcome to the workshop. Today we're going to do part 2 of making a LARP safe cricket bat, latexing. So to start with, we prime the foam with glue. To do that, I just spray over the whole surface with a can of spray glue to create a nice even layer of glue. A lot of people will also use thinned down contact adhesive for this. I like spray glue, I find it easy to manage, but there's a real knack to getting it to work nicely. Then what I do, once I've covered the entire thing, is I get a brush with some thinners and I'm just going to brush over the entire surface to destroy any of the webbing effects from the spray glue. See the webbing, and just brush over and it just kills all that, so you're just left with a very thin, even layer of glue. This allows the latex to bond to the foam a lot better than just using it straight onto the foam itself. Now we move on to spraying the latex over the whole thing. I use a thickened latex mixed with paint, fired through a 1.8mm spray gun. You spray nice even sprays over the whole surface. Normally you'll want to do 3 layers-ish of sprayed latex like this, and then some colour layers. It's just a combination of spraying the latex and leaving it to dry and repeating. So to get the colour, you mix up some acrylic paint into the latex, and we're aiming to get the thickness of the latex such that the stirry stick just about stands up once the whole thing's mixed together. You can mix this with pigments, acrylic paint, thickeners, anything you need to get the colour. I normally use acrylic or poster paint with a little bit of thickener if needed. I think here I'm using buff titanium paint. See, it's just about falling over. There you go. So that's just about thick enough. So having mixed up the colour coat, we put it into a spray gun, mix it back and forth to make sure it's mixed through whatever's left in there. There's the previous grey I was using as the base colour, and we're just going to spray over to get nice even coat. We want 2 or 3 layers of this, whatever it takes to cover the whole surface, so there's no pinholing from the air bubbles trapped on the surface of the foam. And then just keep it nice and even. Don't spray it too heavy at any one point or you'll get a distortion in the latexing, which is an effect you might want at some points, but generally not. Then we move on to the airbrushing. So to start with, we mix up some browning with some alcohol because we want this quite a translucent look. Give it a mix. Add it to the airbrush, and we're going to spray this in loose lines up and down the length of the blade of the bat. Just creating bits of imperfections and knot holes, keeping them a bit wavy but not too wavy. And generally just repeat that up and down to create that subtle wood graining effect that cricket bats seem to have. I just misted a bit over the entire surface as well, just to get the tones to match a bit evenly. Then we cut out a quick stencil from a bit of cardboard, or paper in this case, just to give us that V notch where the handle fits into the blade. Do that front and back. We're just trying to create a nice sharp line there, hence the use of a stencil. And there you go, that's our finished airbrush. Now we're going to varnishing. We're using Isoflex Special Primer. This is very toxic, so make sure you're doing it in a very well ventilated place with respirators and things. As you can see, we're doing it in the spray booth, wearing respirators and gloves. And all you do is just brush a reasonable thickness over the entire surface. I always like to start with the bit furthest away from me to make sure I don't miss it. Then just brush up and down, trying to minimise the amount of brush strokes, but it will self-level. Then just brush any lines in the direction we want the wood grain in this case. Do the thing at the end. Then we seal up the can. I like to seal the can, put the gloves I'm wearing over the top of it, and then clamp it shut. This lets it live for quite a long time, but it's still not perfect. Once that's done, we just pick up any drips on the surface and put it aside to dry. Now, finishing touches for this, we've got some cricket bat tape, which I found on eBay, which matches the reference which I discovered afterwards, because this is apparently supposed to be a copy of the Shaun of the Dead bat, which meant I did miss out the stenciling on the bat, but never mind. You just wrap that all the way around nice and evenly, get it nice and firm, and there you go, one finished cricket bat. Thanks for watching, I hope you come back next time, don't forget to like and subscribe.